Well, initially it obviously allowed me to better understand my values and beliefs and how that influenced my actions and behaviors. Secondly, how to use that to create better relationships at work or at home. And then ultimately to better interact, collaborate and problem solve within a team.
Yeah, I think just having a better understanding of how people think and how that might impact how you work with those people, whether that be in your team, around your team, on projects, it's really helped me understand that better. People's different preferences towards problem solving, how they might perceive information, and just in general understanding that everyone is different.
I think firstly it's made me reflect on how I behave in different conversations with other members of the MDT. So taking that time to reflect each day on maybe what I've done that's gone well and what hasn't, has then led me to kind of change certain behaviours. So it might be during an MDT meeting, for example, actually stopping to interrupt someone to clarify at the right time, whereas before I may have just let that person carry on and actually come out of the call not really sure what the information was or the key points. Asking those open questions, and I have that in my mind now, is make sure those questions are open so that we can try and get to a more positive resolution, and then making sure at the end of any meeting I'm summarising and clarifying what we've discussed and then coming out with those key action points. I think has been really beneficial.
I think the last few years I've been sort of looking into more of the self-awareness side of what we do and becoming more aware of my biases and I guess preferences and the way I see things. So, and I hope that knowing myself better and the way I process things will hopefully influence the way I work in a team dynamic at work and ultimately help us get better solutions and outcomes at work.
The course has made me aware of why I work in a certain way by helping me understanding where I sit on certain paradigms, and also how to take into consideration the way other people work as well. So kind of an answer to why you might be opposites with someone or a colleague and how you can collaborate better together as well.
So the course made me more aware of my own skill set and how I communicate with others, and then that's passed on then to players and staff that I work with. The last few days I looked at collaboration, and that's a massive one for me. Recently changed environments, so being able to take that into my new one it's going to be a game changer for me.
Yeah, I think anyone that's in a role where you're managing people, managing emotions, and also ultimately trying to work as a team, I think it's fantastic for that. You know, in particular, some of the stuff around receiving and giving feedback has been really useful for me. As someone that line manages people and works with players a lot, player facing, that's been really, really important. And again, just that understanding that lots of different people have different preferences. So if you work with lots of different personality types, it's a fantastic tool.
We as practitioners spend a lot of time working on our vertical skills, so our technical skills, and we give very little time to the more non-technical or so-called soft skills. Before the course, I really perhaps didn't value the time spent on that as much as I should have, and I think this course really helped me believe that that has a huge impact on what we do on a day-to-day basis.
I think the biggest take-home for me would be the ability to see other people's sort of preferences. So being able to understand that my colleagues at work might see or act or interpret things differently to the way I might is really, really valuable for me. So I think just the soft skills in general, we've gone through conflict resolution, giving and receiving feedback, our mannerisms and our sort of behaviours at work, body language, all that sort of thing I think is really, really important, and I hope it makes us all more effective and happier in our workplaces.
Understanding that someone might come to a problem in a different way to you can really help you try and get to those solutions. It kind of makes you pause a little bit more and try and think from their point of view, which is beneficial if you're trying to get to a solution quickly or trying to be more effective as part of a team.
So the course focuses on developing those horizontal skills, so the soft skills, how we interact with others, active listening, and also how to accept feedback. Stuff that in CPDs in our area that we don't necessarily cover all the time, and we normally cover expertise or increasing competence from a knowledge base. But this is one of the opportunities to be able to develop our soft skills and how we can interact more effectively with each other.
Whether you're a coach, physio, doctor, S&C coach, whatever, I just think being able to interact with people is so key to all of our roles. So yeah, if you can do the course, do the course. It's been massive for me.